Hi guys, I'm Danny, and I started a Sunday gym because I've noticed lately that people tend to go to colleges and universities without actually knowing why they're there. And afterwards, starting jobs that are unfulfilling. So I'm interviewing different professionals to see what they have to say and share their knowledge and experience with you. I hope you enjoy it. Bobby, thank you for being with me, man. How are you doing?
Doing quite well. Thank you, man. Thank you for inviting me.
Thank you for being with me. The program will be focused on three main questions. What do you do for a living? How'd you get there? How'd you know this was the way to go? So tell us what you do for a living.
Thanks, man. For the past 7 years, I'm working for a website that is supplying our clients with information about the cryptocurrency world. We're doing quite well, especially for the past 5 years. I can say so, definitely. So I'm happy. All of us are happy, definitely.
Nice. That's a pretty good thing. Not to mention, it's a little bit of a modern thing, so
It
it's
is
quite interesting.
indeed.
So were you like walking the street one day and you like, let me work for a site about this, or did something else happen? How'd you get there?
Um, all started back in the days when I graduated school. I was kind of lost, and just like every single 18-year-old boy, didn't know which way to go. And just like most in the families, you have a little bit of push from your family which way to go. So I wanted to study economics, but unfortunately, I failed on the exams, and mm, I was supposed to work because if you don't study, you have to work for sure.
Yeah, I
And
was thinking about the same. So, I didn't fail the exams or anything, and they still sent me to work. Lord.
so you did very good at the exams. I didn't have that luck. Maybe I was not prepared very well. I don't know. But what happened? I'll never forget my first work, man. I was cleaning windows, a professional way of cleaning windows, but still you're a cleaner. So, and I'll never forget, I was visiting these fancy, nice offices, and I was watching the people how they work there, and I was dreaming. I was saying to myself, why I'm not working that kind of job? I'm cleaning the windows here, and I really wanted to be that guy that is working in a proper job. So what happened after that is I started studying something which later on I realized it's not for me. I was into customs and tax administration. Um, my parents told me, look at your cousins, they're studying there, you're not studying, you have to work. What do you expect? What you're doing with your life?
I
And
hated that they did the same thing with me. And that was this boy. I know I shouldn't be saying it like that, but it is true. So that was this guy, and he was always like better, no matter it doesn't matter what I did, he did it better. And my mom rubbed it to me, that rubbed it in my face all the time. And because I graduated a specific high school. He graduated a better high school. I went to the Danish college. He went to the American college. And then I went to Aalborg in Denmark, and he went to Oxford. And then I was having a good time because I was partying left and right. And he didn't had a good time because he hung himself. And once I heard that, and I went to my mom and I said, "Listen, I hate to be this guy, but guess who
that
won,
was a hell
right?"
of a comparison. Hell of a comparison.
Absolutely, and I know how this nagging it's ridiculous. I feel you, man. I know what you mean.
It is what it is, man. And what actually happened then after that in my life, I realized when I was starting studying this, I realized, thank God it took me only 1 year. It didn't take a long time. I realized, man, that it was not for me. It's not my thing. I just didn't feel it. And I quit. I started working again, the whole story again. I was into the real estate business after that. My father is into the real estate business for many years. So I wanted to work with him. And what happened? I realized that I wanted to get back in the very beginning to study economics. And again, I applied, and thank God, the second time I managed to get the exams, and I started to work studying. And after that, one good day, I applied for an interview. One American guy from Boston, Massachusetts, he invited me on interview. And that's how everything began, man. From 2016 until now, I'm very happy with what I'm doing. I mean, Not only my education is connected to my job, but I'm very grateful and very happy to do what I like. And it is what it is. That's how it
It
goes.
is. That's a pretty good story. And the third question is, how did you knew that this was the way to go? Now, you partially covered it when you said it, you just felt it wasn't for you. And in all fairness, those instincts that we have, you know, I'm sure you've been in that situation. You meet someone and he acts nice or she acts nice, but that person is a total douchebag inside. You can sense it, you can totally
Yeah,
feel it. And you just, put this put some distance between you two. You can hang out, but not too much. So if we actually trust those instincts, we would probably avoid a lot of trouble. So I'm
for
happy that you
sure.
said it like that. You saw it wasn't for you, you felt it. It wasn't because you didn't want to, it wasn't because you were lazy or something, it just wasn't for you. And there's nothing wrong with it. But I'm pretty sure you've seen this before. A lot of people are not like that, probably because of the ego, like what will others
Most
say.
likely.
Yeah,
Yeah.
most likely. And they tend to go to colleges and universities and are graduating stuff that definitely are not for them. And I'm not trying to insult anyone, I'm just saying it as it is.
Yeah.
So once they graduate, they start working something related to this, and again, not for them. And it's impossible. And I'm talking to people all over the world. It's impossible to do something that is not for you, to do it for 9-10 hours a day. And you're always gonna be miserable. You'll be miserable all the time. That's not a way to live.
Definitely
So
not. I'm a
definitely
perfect
your example
example,
was
Danny.
pretty good when you
I'm a
felt it.
perfect example. Sorry for interrupting you. I'm a
Yeah, go
perfect
on.
example for a person that actually uh, was not at the right spot. And for one or another reason, I got there. But thank God, when you realize that you're doing something, it can happen to anybody.
Yeah.
When you realize that it's not for you, you should change something in your life. You should go and be what you want to be. And if everybody followed their dreams, maybe the world will become a better place. We never know.
No, there are
So
psychopaths who are dreaming about killing people. So yeah, no.
yeah, 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 yeah. So by the end of the day, I do believe that if you go with the flow in life, life will take you there where you belong. You should not force yourself to be somewhere because somebody told you, or because you're being pushed to do whatever it is. That's how it's in life. And I'm sure you're gonna agree with me, wouldn't you?
Oh, 100%. Absolutely. I'm actually grateful because, my mom's a dentist and her parents were doctors and everything. So, it was naturally expected for me to, keep up with either my father or my mother. And I did none of those. I mean, I went my own way, but I was lucky enough to have normal parents. They didn't force me at all. They had that nagging here and there. I remember that I grew up. I was in that generation that spent like a lifetime in gaming clubs. Right, I was going over there with friends of mine, playing computer games and everything.
Yeah.
And my mom used to tell me, "Well, you're not gonna get a job sitting in front of a computer all day." And now I'm like,
Nah,
see what happened?
see
So
me now.
yeah, but definitely I was lucky in that department to have parents that did not force me to be somebody like that I'm not.
Still, I see people, I mean, in that job that I'm doing, there are always people coming in, going, that's normal to be like that. I just see some people, they don't belong there. And I'm not the guy that is gonna come to them, is gonna say, hey, look, your spot is not here. But if you meet these people around you, you should consider that definitely. You should give a message to these people
Yeah.
at least to reconsider what they're doing with their lives. Doesn't really matter if you're 20, 30, 40, 50. It's always time for a change. Always there is a room for improvement, so you can go your way. I'm sure about that.
100%. I couldn't agree more. And Bobby, as a final, do you happen to have an advice for the people who are just now entering the workforce, the market, and stuff like that?
One of the main things is to be yourself, not to be fake one, to be the person who you are. People will love you and like you for who you are, definitely. And if you chase your dreams, man, if you really want something really, really deep in your heart to happen, it will happen for sure. There is no way to miss it.
Absolutely, that's pretty good. With that said, Bobby, thanks for being with me, man. That was an amazing talk. We should do it again.
Definitely. All the best, man. Goodbye.
Bye now. Guys, I hope this one was useful. Please follow the channel on YouTube, Rumble, Twitter, Gap, LinkedIn, and Facebook. Ring the bell and all the good stuff. Have a nice week ahead, and I'll see you next Sunday.